Hey guys, what's up? It's HydroponicCaravan, and for my next LP, I thought I'd do something a little different. I recently discovered this really cool MMORPG called Runescape. Let me just log in here. I'm actually using a pre-existing account. I'm not going to make a new one for the sake of this LP. I'm sure you guys are very upset about that, but sorry, can't be bothered. It requires me to. I think I'd have to register another email, and it's just too much effort, honestly. Um, oh, well, there I typed the password in wrong. It was working just a minute ago when I did my test video. So, one of my favorite parts about RuneScape are the loading times. It just gives you a chance to kick back and relax. It kind of takes things a little slowly. So, while the game's loading up, I thought I'd read a bit from the RuneScape Wikipedia. Or by the RuneScape Wikipedia, I mean the article on Wikipedia about RuneScape as opposed to the RuneScape Wikia. Let me get a sip of water here. RuneScape is a fantasy MMORPG released in January 2001 by Andrew and Paul Gower and developed and published by Jagex Game Studios. It is a graphical browser game implemented on the client side in Java and incorporates 3D rendering. This game has approximately 10 million active accounts per month and over 156 million registered accounts, and is recognized by the Guinness World Records as the world's most popular free MMORPG. Hold on, let me scroll down here. RuneScape takes place in the world of Gelinor, a medieval fantasy realm divided into different kingdoms, regions, and cities. Players can travel throughout Gelinor on foot through the use of magical teleportation spells and devices, and via numerous other methods, such as charter ships. Each region offers different types of monsters, resources, and quests to challenge players. The game's fictional universe has also been explored through a tie-in video game on its maker's other website, Funorb, Armies of Gelinor, and the novels Betrayal at Falador and Return to Canephis. Players are represented in the game with customizable avatars. RuneScape does not follow a linear storyline, rather, players set their own goals and objectives. Players can choose to fight non-player character, NPC monsters, complete quests, increase their experience, and the available skills. Players interact with each other through trading, chatting, or by participating in mini-games and activities, some of which are competitive or combative in nature, while others require cooperative or collaborative play. The first public version of RuneScape was released on the 4th of January 2001 in beta form, and in December 2001, Jagex was formed to manage the game. As the game's popularity grew, the game engine was rewritten, and its beta was open to players on the 1st of December 2003 under the name RuneScape 2. It was renamed RuneScape upon its stable release on the 29th of March in 2004. Oh look, it's still loading. I just love these loading times. I really love how it's the exact same 4 images and they just repeat them, giving you little pro tips. It's really nice. So how about I just go into the gameplay section of the article. Players begin in a secluded area where they are taken through a tutorial, a set path where they learn the most basic skills in RuneScape. After the tutorial, players have access to tutors and advisors located in towns they explore, who can give players appropriate information about their respective skills. Players set their own goals and objectives as they play the game. They can train their in-game skills, engage NPC monsters and other players in combat, and complete quests at their discretion. Players interact with each other through trading, chatting, or by participating in minigames. Oh hey, auto setup. Here we go, guys. It's gonna auto set me up. Screw it, let's just get back to the Wikipedia article, because that's what we're all here for. Skills. The 25 skills in RuneScape enable players to perform various activities within the game, allowing for interaction with NPCs, the environment, and other players. Players gain experience points in a skill when they utilize it. For example, mining an ore trains the mining skill, and when players accumulate enough experience points in the skill, their character will level up. As the skill level rises, the ability to retrieve better raw materials and produce better products increases, as does the experience awarded if the player utilizes new abilities. Oh, yes, of course. Oh, do I have to log in again? Okay. Don't you just love how every good username is taken in the game, so you have to add unnecessary letters and numbers to the end of your name? It's great. I love it. It's my favorite part about the game. So, yes, needless to say, I'm not a member, because I'm a cheapskate, and we all know it. So, oh wow, my last login was 222 days ago exactly. Isn't that wonderful? Now I'm going to go and tweak the options here because... Or... Not. Okay. Those aren't the options I'm looking for. Let me try to find a world that isn't ridiculously overpopulated. Well, let's just scroll the fuck way down here and see if there's any... Yeah, how about Europe? That sounds like fun. Oh, more loading times! I love loading times! They're the best part about this game. Oh, more loading? I have 2 loading at once! It's great! Oh, it looks like it might even be frozen. So much fun. Oh, I just can't wait to play this game. At 62%, let's just get back to the Wikipedia. It's what we actually care about here, honestly. The total skill level of a player partly symbolizes the player's status in the game, and the official RuneScape high score tables can be viewed by subscribers. Upon reaching the highest available level in a skill, members may buy a special cape, known as a Cape of Accomplishment or a Skill Cape, to symbolize their achievement. A max cape can be purchased if a member reaches the highest level in all skills. Some skills, such as woodcutting and fishing, enable the player to collect raw materials that can be processed into usable items for other skills, such as fletching and cooking respectively. The items created can be used by the player or sold to shops and other players. Other skills allow players to kill certain NPCs to build their own houses, move around the map with greater ease, steal from various NPCs, market stalls and chests located within the game, light fires, cook their own food, create their own potions, craft runestones and weapons, plant their own plants, hunt NPC animals, raid dungeons, and summon familiars to assist in combat and training skills. Combat. RuneScape features a real-time combat system. Combat is an important aspect of the game, allowing players to retrieve items or gold dropped by defeated creatures or players and complete quests. A combat level is an indicator of how powerful a player or NPC is in combat. For players, it is determined by applying a mathematical formula to the 8 combat skills. Players engage in combat by clicking on the enemy they want their character to attack and will automatically continue fighting until they kill their opponent, die, or retreat from the fight. Most of the game's weapons are medieval or fantastical in nature and feature different strengths and weaknesses. Players may also summon a familiar to assist in combat and use potions and the prayer skill to boost their combat prowess. Combat is subdivided into 3 main categories: melee, magic, and ranged. Melee attacks are close ranged, magic attacks focus on using runestones to cast spells, and ranged attacks use projectile weapons like arrows, darts, or knives. These combat types make up the combat triangle, which states that melee attacks are effective against ranged opponents, ranged attacks are effective against magic opponents, and magic attacks are effective against melee opponents. The advantages and disadvantages of the combat triangle apply to both NPCs and player opponents. Unlike most games in the MMORPG genre, RuneScape does not require players to choose a character class, nor are players bound to a specific category of combat. They may freely change between or combine the 3 styles of combat by switching weapons and armor. Players die when their life points are reduced to 0. Lost life points can be recovered by consuming certain food or drinks. Players who die reappear at a respawn point of their choice with their life and skills restored. However, they drop all but 3 chosen items, as well as certain common items. The dropped items form a gravestone, and they can be retrieved if the player can return to the gravestone before a certain period of time. However, there are situations in which all items will be lost upon death. Oh, look, it didn't log me in. Go figure. I would have never expected such a thing from such a high-class game. Okay, come on. World select. How about World 20? I always liked World 20. Is that still free to play? Yeah, it's still free to play. Oh my god, those are a lot of people. How about this Netherlands server? It has 206 people. I mean, that can't be too hard to reach, right? 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 More loading times. Let's get back to Wikipedia here. Player versus player combat. Player versus player combat, PvP, can be performed in specific controlled minigames in an area known as the Wilderness. The duel arena allows players to stake money and items, while other PvP games offer their own rewards. In the Wilderness, players can engage in combat provided that their combat levels fall within a certain range of each other, and if a player kills their opponent, they will be able to claim their opponent's items as a reward. Before December 2007, players went to the Wilderness to fight other players within a certain combat level range, hoping to kill them and gain their items. In December 2007, the Wilderness was altered to prevent players from transferring in-game items for real-world currency. PvP combat was removed from the Wilderness and temporarily restricted to new minigames such as Bounty Hunter and Clan Wars. Bounty Hunter was replaced by special Bounty Worlds on the 6th of May 2009, in which players were confined to the Wilderness and could be assigned specific targets to kill. PvP Worlds were introduced on the 15th of October 2008, where players could fight almost anywhere in Gielinor. But these and Bounty Worlds were removed when PvP combat in the Wilderness was restored on the 1st of February 2011. Oh look, it's almost loaded me into the game now. Now let's just move on to the next section. Non-player interaction. NPCs populate the realm of Gielinor. Some NPCs, such as shopkeepers and some characters in quests, are unavailable for combat. However, most NPCs can be attacked, and these are generally referred to as monsters. Monsters range from common, low-level creatures, such as chickens and goblins, to unique and often much more powerful creatures, such as the King Black Dragon, Cowfight Queen, Tztakan, or the Corporeal Beast. Each type of monster has its own strengths and weaknesses. Demons, for example, have a weak defense against magical attacks, while most dragons have an extremely high defense against magic. Oh, hey, has the game actually loaded? Wow. I think it's loaded. I think. I can't seem to move. Yeah, I can't seem to move, but... oh well. So, I do want to keep these videos kind of short, so I think I might actually have to cut this here. It's been 12 minutes, I just now got logged in. So, some of you may ask me, HydroponicCaravan, you sexy beast, are you really going to Let's Play RuneScape? You know what my answer is to that? Hell fucking no! Are you insane? This game sucks. Yes, I'm leaving this page. Fuck you, RuneScape. Fuck you, RuneScape Wikipedia. I'm done here.